All right, check.
All right, Mace. Well, obviously,
The Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by PeoplesBank, WellSpan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood SureSave Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 46 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, the Revs return home. It's been a while, been a week. 7-game homestand starts tonight. First of 4 on a scorcher here in downtown York against the Road Warriors. Revs have just been introduced to the field. They've made a couple of roster moves today. And before the game, an abbreviated Broadway transmission manager's report as we discuss those additions with Mark Mason.
all right, Mace. Well, obviously a tough one yesterday. Tough day for the bullpen. Let's start there. You got 2 new relievers coming in, Devin Watts and James Pugliese. That's the big news today. What are some of the things you've heard about these 2 guys that you're bringing in?
Well, I mean, just they have good stuff with a lot of movement. I know they threw some bullpens today out there, and Fletch came in and kind of gave me a rundown of what he saw, and he said both guys had a lot of movement, good angle on the ball, and he liked what he saw. So they both have been playing pretty much relatively. They haven't been out of it, I guess I should say, for that long. So they should still be sharp. They're in good shape, and give us a chance to get some other right-handed pitchers out there out of our bullpen and see what they can do.
Got the Road Warriors coming in tonight, and it is travel day for them from Sugar Land, but as we know, you can't count on that being a huge factor, and they have the veteran and Villa going.
Yeah, correct. I mean, Villa's been tough on everybody he's pitched against this year, and we've seen him before, and we've seen him several seasons before this one, so we know what we're going to get with him: fastball, changeup, pitching backwards, all those kind of things. But we've won a lot of games getting off the plane in Sugar Land, so and coming home and doing it as well. So yeah, the travel, I think at some point, maybe it's a little bit of a factor, but for those guys, they're traveling all the time, so they're probably, and they were there for a whole week. So, you do get to rest your body a little bit while you're there for a week instead of 3 days. So we'll see what happens tonight. We know it's going to be hot, so I think they brought the Texas weather with them, and we'll just see what happens.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Manager's report. Again, Devin Watts, James Pugliese have been signed today. Tyler Cravey was released earlier today to open up one of those roster spots. The other one, Dominic Severino, going inactive just until his next start to allow for some extra room as well. Logan Williamson beginning his warm-ups on the mound. He makes his first home start back in York. Second start of the season, opposing Calvin Villa. And our lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Road Warriors, Osvaldo Martinez leads it off at short. Melvin Rodriguez at second base is hitting second. Gustavo Pierre, the third baseman, will bat third. Jorge Fernandez in right field is in the cleanup spot. Geraldo Valentin at first base bats fifth. Chris Rivera, former Rev, will do the catching and hit sixth. Alfredo Silverio, left fielder, bats seventh. Edwin Gomez, the DH, will hit eighth. And Matt Hibbert, who was in Lancaster to begin the year, is in center field batting ninth. Again, Martinez, Rodriguez, Pierre, Fernandez, Valentin, Rivera, Silverio, Gomez, and Hibbert for the Road Warriors. That lineup facing Logan Williamson, who suffered the loss at Somerset in Game 2 of Wednesday's doubleheader last week, but certainly pitched well. 4 1/3 innings, only 3 hits, only 1 walk. They scored 3 runs off of him. 1 was an inherited run after he left. The other 2 came in a third inning rally in which they didn't even hit the ball out of the infield, aside from 1 seeing eye base hit, bunts, and infield hits. Ruled the day, and he struck out 1 in that outing. Tonight, he is back here at home for the first time since late in the regular season last year. His 1 playoff start last year was on the road at Southern Maryland, and we're set to go. Martinez in, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch tonight. It is taken down low. We are underway as first pitch time comes at 6:33 on the stadium board, which reads 93 degrees. Pitch to Martinez is in for a strike, and that evens things up. Fair skies tonight. We had 1 little 2-minute burst of rain late afternoon, which I think helped humidify it even further. Here's a fastball. It's a called strike, inside corner. Martinez jumping back, had a look back at the plate on Brian DeBrouwer. And Williamson ahead of him. Here's the wind, the 1-2. And a swing and a bouncer to third. Wilson knocks it down, picks up. The throw to first is in time. Zach Wilson stays with it, and 1 down to start the night. Good evening, Michael.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Daryl? I didn't get a chance to chime in because we didn't get a chance to talk in our normal pregame show, but that's a nice play by Zach right there to knock it down, knowing that he's got plenty of time if he knocks it down because he was playing up, because it got to him pretty quickly, and just stayed composed, made the play.
So 1 down. Here is Melvin Rodriguez, left-hand hitting middle infielder. First pitch, he watches a strike come in. He's the other part of their double play combo with Martinez. Martinez, their shortstop. Rodriguez, the second baseman. Williamson shakes off, nods yes. Here's the 0-1. It's swung on, driven in the air, left center. Dotel on the run. He looks, and it carries out of here. Opposite field home run for Melvin Rodriguez. He got the arms extended and went with it, and he picked the perfect spot to hit one in this ballpark, right near the entrance to the playground, to the side of the arch nemesis. It's certainly reachable there. And the Road Warriors a 1-0 lead. Here 2 batters in.
Thing got out pretty quickly. It scorched off the bat. Sweet spot of the bat. It's just simple stroke right there, left on left, and is able to go the other way with it.
And that is his 4th home run of the year. Road Warriors have now hit 30, 6th in the league. Oh, check swing and a foul off the screen. Gustavo Pierre. Forgot the net was there. I was afraid that was getting back into the stands on that check swing over toward the Revs dugout, but right into that new netting put up. It's the 0-1, and he swings, bounces a foul over toward the Road Warriors dugout. Pierre hitting at .260, and he's their team leader with 6 long balls. Revs in the alternate black jerseys tonight. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a dribbler foul behind the plate. Road Warriors are in all gray. By the way, the plate on Brian DeBrouwer, James Clayton at first, Bill Worthington at third. Here's the windup and the 0-2. Missed outside, a fastball. Tough road trip for the Revs, tough ending to it. Pretty much alternated wins and losses until losing the last two. 3-5 was the record. Williamson delivers, and a changeup sails away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mace said that his first start 5 days ago looked like same Logan, same velocity, movement. Here's the pitch, and a check swing, appeal to first. He did not go, says James Clayton, on a changeup that was plummeting off the plate away. He came close. Count goes full. And Williamson, the payoff pitch, swinging a line drive to center, base hit. He tried to go away, but left it up a little bit. Pierre able to reach it and smack it up the middle. 1 out base runner.
You don't want to leave a ball up today. I mean, you really never do, especially if you're a lefty pitcher against a righty batter that can pick on that and yank it to the pull side or go up the middle. But on a day like this where the ball's going to carry, you don't want to leave it up, and that's what Logan did on a 2-strike pitch there. Funky delivery. I haven't seen Logan pitch. I wasn't on the road with you for his first start, but it's something that can give batters problems. Revs on the roster right now don't have a lot of guys with funky deliveries.
Here's Jorge Fernandez, the cleanup hitter. First pitch, he swings, beats it right down against his foot. It rolls to Williamson, and Fernandez hobbles away, and that one hurt as he makes his way to the right of the home plate area. Their athletic trainer, Jeremy Bender, an early trip to the field tonight. It's got a knee guard, but looks like he's pointing right under it, right off the left shin. And Williamson, he can make that happen to right-hand hitters. He's got the cutter that he leans on heavily. Does also like to throw his 2-seamer that runs away. Fernandez flexing the left knee. Ellie Rodriguez, the skipper, former great big league catcher, caught Nolan Ryan. He comes out to have a look. Let's see if his cleanup hitter can stay in. 1-0, the Road Warriors lead. By the way, our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. The heat index in York right now, 99 degrees. That's what it feels like. Man, he's still wincing as he puts the helmet back on. He will stay in.
Daryl, do we have a broadcast booth index on what it feels like in here?
Hotter than that. Is that scientific enough?
Good for me. I mean,
airflow is not included.
No.
It's the 0-1, and it misses inside. Although I will say, when we used to go to Camden, it could be 67 degrees outside, and it would feel like 95 in that booth.
No, I bet.
Williamson, a move to first. Back standing is Pierre, who does have 5 steals. Williamson will go to the rosin bag. He is near the top of the charts in Revs history. The career pitching marks. He fires, and a swing and a comebacker. Gloves it, throws to second. Dent ready. He fires to first. It's an inning ending. 1-6-3 double play. Williamson can get a lot of those as well. And his first at PeoplesBank Park in 2018 ends the top of the first. Melvin Rodriguez goes yards, solo shot, 2 hits in the inning, none left. At the end of a half, it's the Road Warriors 1, the Revs coming up.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs come to bat in the bottom of the first inning, down 1-0. Logan Williamson, though, an inning-ending double play. And it'll be Travis Witherspoon leading off tonight. Night off for Jared Mitchell. This lineup, of course, brought to you by Flying Feet as well. Tyson Gillies makes his home debut in right field, hitting second. Wellington Dotel, the left fielder, hits third. Malky Mesa will DH and bat cleanup. Jose Cuevas, the second baseman, hits fifth. Zach Wilson at third base, batting sixth. Luis Cruz at first base will hit seventh. Ryan Dent at short, batting eighth, and Tyler Clark will catch. First pitch from Villa is up and away on Witherspoon. Again, Spoon, Gillies, Dotel, Mesa, Cuevas, Wilson, Cruz, Dent, and Clark. There's the wind from Villa, the 1-0, and a swing and a bouncer to third. One big hop to Pierre, who was playing up. He'll sling it across. And an early out for Villa on the ground. One away.
That means...
Oh, here you go, Michael. There you go.
Well, that means that Tyson Gillies is going to hit a home run to left center right here. Top of the first, we had a ground out to third, then the homer. Only fair that it happens here in the bottom half, right?
I like your thinking. He's got plenty of pop. Gillies has tools. So far with York, 0 for 7, but has a run scored, a run driven in. He's reached on a walk and a hit by pitch, and yesterday had a sac fly. Lefty against lefty. First offering, he swings, bounces it straight up off the dirt, handled behind the plate, foul by the catcher, Chris Rivera. Revs' last 11 games, just 2.6 runs per game. Batting .208 as a team. The last 8, they've hit just .190. Pitch is in for a strike. Gillies watches one. It's 0-2. Last 8 games, 6 of those 8, they've been held to 6 hits or fewer. Villa with the pitch. And a swing and a bouncer foul right down against Gillies' foot. That didn't seem to bother him too much. Villa in 9 starts, 1-4, 4.25 ERA. 42 1/3 innings, 49 hits. Opponents 283. 7 homers allowed, tied for the most in the league. 17 walks, 30 strikeouts. On the wind, the 0-2. And that missed upstairs, a fastball. He's 0-1 in 2 starts against York. 4.50 ERA against York. He has given up 4 homers and 5 doubles, so some big hits given up in those 2 starts. The pitch. And a line drive, base hit right center. Gillies has his first hit with York. Rodriguez, the second baseman, was hovering in the area, but it was too high and too far for him to reach and even attempt to make a play on it. Gillies a 1-out base runner.
It's a nice piece right there off Gillies' bat. Battling with 2 strikes there. Seemed like he was a little unhappy with the batter's box. He kept messing with that after every pitch, but he ends up getting a base hit, so I think he dug in far enough there.
Oh, 1-out base runner for Dotel, and Gillies can really run. do have a lefty on the mound. First pitch is swung on and missed. Dotel saw it high and let it fly. Chased the ball. Dotel hitting .326 with York. Hit his second home run on the road trip at Somerset. Against Villa, 1 for 3 with a double and 2 driven in this season. Pitch is swung on and missed. Villa elevates again, and again Dotel, it looked good to him, but swings through it. No balls, 2 strikes. Road Warriors a 1-0 lead here early. Villa's first start against the Revs came here on May 2nd. Pitch is slapped on the ground, second base. Right there, Rodriguez shovels to Martinez, and the turn is just in time. Gillies was flying, trying to slide in and bust it up. It goes 4-6-3 though. And the Revs are turned away in their half of the first. Each starter rolls a double play. No runs, 1 hit, none left. We go to the second. The Road Warriors, the early 1-0 lead.
When your kids are bored, your garage is overflowing, and your patio furniture is on its last legs, you need Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all year long. Shop our impressive selection of in-stock structures or work with our professionals to customize a made-to-order structure that meets all your needs. Visit Penn Dutch Structures on site at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail. That's Penn Dutch Structures on site at the Markets at Shrewsbury.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
Buying or selling? The auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal have you covered. From selling full estates to taking consignments on good, clean merchandise. Join us for weekly in-house auctions at Mount Royal. With food served during weekly auctions and 3 certified appraisers on staff, our friendly and courteous team will make the process easy and enjoyable. We offer a great deal on real estate, selling at 3% instead of real estate agents' commission rate of 6%. For more information, visit our Facebook page, call us at 717-963-3190, or visit our websites at www.theauctionhouseofdover.com and www.mtroyalauction.com.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Nothing. Road Warriors lead. We head to the second inning. One thing we talked about pregame with Mace, you don't look at the travel day as an automatic factor. The Revs have gone to Sugar Land many a time and won, have come back many a time and have won. And it is the Road Warriors who have struck first tonight after flying in bright and early. Here's Geraldo Valentin as Williamson misses down and away. Actually, it's not even close to bright yet at the time that you get rousted to leave the hotel in Sugar Land on those days. There's the 1-0, and it misses down and away.
How early are we talking?
Well, usually the bus leaves for the airport at 2:30 in the morning, their time.
It's the middle of the night. Might as well stay up.
We do. Here's the swing and a ground ball to third. One big hop to Wilson, and he'll sidearm it across to first on the money, 1 down. I mean, some guys will try to sleep. You might get 2 hours if you're lucky. But
yeah, just a quick nap.
And it's always a night game down there the day before, always because of their own heat. They don't want to play during the day. Well, this is pretty much what it feels like down there. It might be a little more oppressive down there than it is even here today, but here's Chris Rivera. He swings and misses. They've made him the K-man tonight.
Oh, that's just not right.
Ruthless.
Former Rev. Don't do that to my man. He's hitting .308 against lefties, so they should rethink that.
Williamson with the 0-1, and that misses high. Rivera overall at .218. He has hit 4 home runs. One of those was here against Ross Detweiler. The wind and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good fastball down in the zone.
Williamson doing a good job staying low and away to Rivera here. Doesn't want to give in to the pop. That home run he hit off Detweiler was a shot. I mean, he gets a fastball up in the zone and just took it out over the monster.
3 runs. Here's the 1-2. And he pops it up. And no Maz sticks this time, but Witherspoon in center waiting on it. Hardly had to move, shaded toward right center. And the catch is made. 2 up, 2 down.
A good start to the inning for Logan on the mound, and now he's got to deal with Silverio, a guy who's had some success against the Revs this season.
Yeah, he's had some big hits here. Overall, he's at 214. He's 5 home runs.
2 of them against the Revs.
Here's the first offering, and it's a breaking ball called strike. Whoops. Let's see, what do I have to do?
Got to update something on the computer?
Yep.
Every day.
Pitch.
Seems like it.
Pitch is flared foul into the front row at the end of the Revs dugout. It caroms back out 0-2. I guess I'll close this before it happens again. Unless people enjoy that little musical interlude with their game.
Well, if you're falling asleep listening to the game, it's a good reminder that it's on.
Here's a swing and a miss. Good fastball away. Williamson, good life on that one. And Silverio swings through it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for him. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Still a 1-0 Road Warriors lead.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and creative spirit of students as they pursue their intellectual promise. At York Country Day School, students are known and valued, which allows them to engage as compassionate, bold, and active citizens as they identify a purpose outside of themselves and generate the call to better the world. York Country Day School is currently enrolling students beginning at age 2 years, 7 months through grade 12. We invite you to visit for a day and stay for the education of a lifetime. For more information, visit www.ycds.org.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
We solemnly swear we're up to no good, and we want all the wizards and witches to join us. It's Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th at PeoplesBank Park. Get points for your house in a costume contest or take part in the end-of-term feast. Plus, enter to win tickets to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. With movie clips, your favorite characters, and more, it'll be more fun than you can put in the room of requirement. Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
One nothing, Road Warriors lead. We go to the home half of the second. Melky Mesa will lead things off. Mesa given the day off yesterday. Quad's been bothering him, but in there tonight, and he jumps on the first pitch and lashes a base hit to left. First pitch swinging, a line drive single. And the Revs with their second hit, leadoff man aboard. He's now 4 for 4 against Villa this season.
That's a good sign right there for Melky. First pitch swinging, attacking a good pitch out in the middle of the zone. Don't want to let that go by, especially on a night like this where, you know, I think it does really favor the hitters. And to do it as the leadoff man, even better.
Now, right now, the flag is blowing out to left center with the heat. Here is Cuevas, first pitch. He watches it. It is a called strike on the outer half. Cuevas, a nice end to the series at Southern Maryland. Had absolutely no luck on an 0 for 23 skid. 5 hard hit or deep outs, 1 other diving play on him as Villa misses low. But got the game-winning hit in Game 1 of the doubleheader Saturday. RBI double off the wall in left center yesterday. Overall at 204 with a homer. 1-1, and he swings, hits it in the air, foul down the right field side toward the Revs bullpen. It'll land down there. Cuevas 0 for 3 off Villa this year, but has walked twice against him. It's the start at second again tonight. Casilla likely to be back in the lineup tomorrow. Cruz the start at first tonight. Burgess likely back tomorrow. There's the stretch, the 1-2, and it's in the dirt, blocked by Rivera. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report: Frank DeGiulio Jr. out for the year with the Tommy John surgery. Revs got Jay Goss back on the mound Saturday night, and that was great. Mesa back in tonight with that quad strain, playing through it. And here's a cutter that runs down and in. 3-2 to Cuevas. Burgess is out after being hit in the knee with a pitch Saturday night, but says he's fine, said he could have played today. And Casilla with a groin strain, but again said that he should be good to go tomorrow. Zach Wilson on deck. He's dealing with all kinds of stuff, but still playing. Here's a swing and a line drive. Base hit right center. Cuevas goes out to get it, and he slaps it up the middle. And the Revs with first and second, and nobody out.
I think at times that's something this Revs offense has been missing, being able to do that, just a solid approach where you're really only trying to hit singles. Mesa started it off, got a good first pitch, didn't try to hit it out of the park. Cuevas didn't try to go to the gap or try to put one out there, just wanted to stay up the middle for a single, and now an RBI opportunity for one of the Revs' better hitters, a guy who's slumping, but one of their better hitters.
And here is Zach Wilson. First pitch from Villa. Change up away off the glove of Rivera. It rolls part way to the backstop, and both runners will move up. A pass ball, it is ruled. And it's now second and third with nobody out. That's big. Villa got a double play last inning. Now he cannot.
Well, he could, but it would just be really unfortunate if Zach Wilson were to hit into a double play here.
Wilson against Villa this year, 3 for 6, 3 home runs, 5 driven in. The pitch, it's up high, 2-0. He had a 2 home run game against him on May 2nd, hit another one here in late May. 3 of his 4 home runs this year. 2-0, and he leaves that one up above the belt. Ball 3.
And I got to imagine that's a tempting pitch for Zach up there. Right-handed hitter, likes the ball up, gets a fastball, but a good layoff. That's a little bit too high. Probably would have resulted in a swing and a miss or a pop-up.
Villa ready. 3-0, and taking it is a called strike. Wilson trying to snap out of a 3 for 26 the last 7, but again, he's got some things bugging him that he's playing through as well. Revs down 1-0 here in the second inning, trying to change that. 3-1, and a swing and a line drive left field. It's right at Silverio. Mesa will tag though and come home, and the throw is tossed into short. Mesa scoring uncontested. Sac fly for Zach Wilson on the line drive to left. And the Revs tie it up 1-1 here in the second.
It's the new way this team's scoring runs. Sac flies, 3 yesterday. The first run coming in here today via the sac fly. And although it wasn't hit deep, it was hit so hard, and Silverio had to come in, didn't really get a chance to get behind it, had to just run to the spot, which didn't give him a good angle or momentum to throw home there.
Now Wilson has driven in his 6th in 3 games against Villa. And here's Luis Cruz, who lays off down and in. Rivera knocks it down with the glove out of the dirt. Cruz hitting at .222 with a homer. He starts at first base again tonight. Against the Road Warriors, he's 4 for 11 with 2 doubles and a homer. 1 for 4 with a double off Villa. 1-0, and that hit him. It was in. From here, it looked like he had no chance to get out of the way. He shifted the feet back and at least turned it into a glancing blow off the legs, but it's a hit by pitch. First and second for Ryan Dent.
Now, big opportunity for Ryan Dent, who's been struggling a little bit. The average down to 231. But this is a case where Ryan just has to try to keep the line moving. And 1 out in the inning, manufactured 1 already. This is an inning where you would love to get 1 or 2 more and not waste the runners out on base.
Villa set. First offering. He swings, fouls it off to the first base side and out of play. Dent with one of his 6 home runs this year coming off Villa, 2 for 4 off the lefty. He's trying to snap out of it, 2 for 19 the last 6. But that road trip was also probably the 2 toughest places to see the ball, at least early in the game. 2 of the toughest places to hit. 0-1, and it's down in the dirt, a changeup blocked by Rivera. Tied at 1 here in the second inning. Revs have first and second, only 1 out. Start of a 7-game homestand tonight. 4 against the Road Warriors, 3 against Sugar Land this weekend. Pitch, he lays off in the dirt, 2-1. Villa here on May 2nd, no decision, 5 innings, 3 runs. Road Warriors scored a bunch late and won it. And then the Revs faced him again here in late May 26th. Ross Detweiler beat him the night he struck out 11. Villa gave up 6 in 5 innings, only 2 earned though. And he misses down and in on Dent. It goes to 3-1. He allowed a 5-run 5th inning the most recent time he was here, but 4 of those 5 were unearned. He was hit hard though after a 2-out error. They made it count. Pitch, and he takes on the outer part of the plate, called strike, a full count. Not a bad pitch to take on 3-1. It was away, wasn't his. Tyler Clark waits on deck. Some sun forcing through. Pitch to Dent. It missed inside. He yanks the arms up and patiently works his way on. Ball 4. Bases loaded with 1 out for Tyler Clark, who's been getting big hit after big hit here recently.
Absolutely. Clark has been really clutch for this team. He was a table setter yesterday. Had that triple and to lead off an inning, eventually scored. Had that bunt single to start an inning, eventually scored. And not only that, he's had to catch every day this past week, including both games of a doubleheader on Saturday. So that doesn't help you offensively. It takes a toll on a catcher when he has to be back there every single game. But Tyler offensively has really been doing a great job.
Here he is, bases loaded, first pitch, it's inside, tied at 1. And the Revs trying to surge in front here in the second inning.
A lot of guys rocking the high socks again today. Tyler's got him on, and I swear it makes him look like he's 5 pounds thinner.
Yeah. The wiry Revs backstop, the 1-0. It misses away, fastball. Clark yesterday, a triple and a bunt hit. The game before that, he homered, so he's homered and tripled the last 2. And since May 24th, when he hit his first home run, he's hitting .255. Pitch is swung on, belted deep down the line in left field. It is gone! Grand slam home run! Tyler Clark with a moonshot over the foul pole and left. And the Revs jump in front, 5-1. Here in the bottom of the second, his 4th home run of the year, and it's a slam.
somebody was going to hit one tonight, and I got to believe the Revs have a few more in them. That was a good piece on the inner half that Clark yanked down the pull side. It stayed fair, and that's all you have to do tonight, get one in the air. That's a huge boost for this offense, and to put up a 5 spot here early in the game, now it's all about just keeping your foot on the gas. The Revs blew a 5-run lead yesterday. They have to keep with it.
What a big shot. Here's Witherspoon, who takes high. Tyler Clark's 4th home run of the year, a slam, and he continues to put up big hits. Here's the 1-0, and a fastball missed a little high. Revs have made Villa throw 35 pitches now, and he's only recorded 4 outs. They lead it 5-1. Here's the 2-0, and a swing and a miss. Went after a fastball to the outer half. Witherspoon a ground out to third, his first time up. Revs with their 2nd slam of the year. Michael Burgess, May 8th at Southern Maryland. Pitch to Spoon is line foul the other way and right. It is 2-2. Clark's now hit 2 here, 2 on the road. And he's now homered twice in his last 3 games. 3 in the last week and a half. And he's now up around 260 since May 24th when it started to click. Pitch to Spoon, that's down and in. He kicks the back foot out of the way. Full count. The Revs with their first 5-run innings since May 26th against Villa. There's the wind, the 3-2. And a swing and a well-hit ball deep left center. Watch this one go. It is way out of here, deep into the playground in left center. Travis Witherspoon crushes his 4th of the season. And the Revs go back-to-back, a slam and a solo blast. And they lead it 6-1. Here in the bottom of the 2nd, look out on that inflatable slide deep in left center. Witherspoon with a shot.
That was gone off the bat. Again, a pitch that meets the barrel of the bat. Villa's just served up a couple long balls here to right-handed hitters, and Mace goes with the righty-lefty splits so well. He stacks the lineup with righties when he can against the lefty. And Villa on a hot night just leaving the ball up a little bit, and even the balls that aren't up in the zone can get hit out, so that's just a hittable pitch. And Spoon, who's been swinging a really hot bat, puts a good swing on it.
And a visit from pitching coach Rafael Montalvo. The Revs have erupted offensively here. That ties their 2nd biggest inning of the season. The biggest was a 7-run inning at Southern Maryland May 8th. And the 6-run inning, their 2nd of the year, first since May 20th at New Britain, almost a month ago. Here's Tyson Gillies. First pitch is on the outer half, a called strike. Gillies, he singled in the 1st inning. His first base hit with York comes in his home debut. Now the 0-1 and a breaking ball. He bounces a foul over by the Revs dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Six to 1 the lead. And Villa with the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, down and away. Gillies looks up in shock. He didn't think it was there, but that is out number 2. First strikeout of the night for Villa.
Well, that's a tough pitch right there going away, and Gillies just frozen on it. Simple as that. Villa made a good pitch right there low in the zone.
At 2 down, here's the 9th hitter of the inning. Wellington Dotel hit into a double play in the 1st. Via the pitch, it is down low. Revs a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. On this hot night here in York. Pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Hot out in the booth, too.
Yeah, I'm working up a sweat. My cup of water's working up a sweat here, just sitting there.
The 1-1, and that misses down and away.
Heat wave.
Yeah. Via's 45th pitch. The good news is, on the rest of this week, mid-80s. I saw some 70s on the weekend. Settling in for a great week here. The 2-1, and a swing at a towering fly ball, left center field. Silverio over from left, gives way to the center fielder Hibbert, and he handles that skyscraping fly ball to end the inning. But the Revs bat around and score 6. Grand slam from Tyler Clark. Goes back-to-back with Witherspoon. A total of 4 hits, no errors, none left. We go to the third. It's the Revs 6 and the Road Warriors 1.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here.
Play ball!
The new Sports Radio 1350.
Well, what an outburst from the Revs, who now lead it 6-1 as we head to the third inning. Logan Williamson went 1-2-3 in the second. Back to work he goes. Edwin Gomez leads it off, the DH. First pitch to the number 8 hitter in the Road Warriors order is high. Gomez has been a problem for the Revs in the 2 series. 5 for 11, 2 home runs. The pitch, it's down and away, 2-0. He had a 2 home run game here. I believe that was also May 2nd, the first game that Via started. The 2-0. And he swings, bounces it to third. Wilson lines it up, moving to his left to get in front of it, and fires across to first. 1 up, 1 down here in the third. And each of the first 3 innings for Williamson have started with a ground ball to Zach Wilson at third base.
He's done a nice job settling in case of Gomez maybe just trying to pull that ball when he should have gone the other way with it. But Williamson keeping the Road Warriors off balance so far.
Now here is Matt Hibbert rounding out the order, batting 146. First pitch down and in. Hibbert started the year with Lancaster, wasn't seeing the field, was traded here for playing time. Williamson deals, and a swing and a foul bouncing behind the plate. You hear Logan grunt on that one. He is a grunter.
He played tennis in the offseason? Is that where he picked it up?
He gets so much torque into it. Definitely effort in the delivery. He fires, and there's a fastball strike, 1-2. He is 4th in Revs history in wins with 21. 3rd in starts, tonight his 74th. The wind and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. A cutter breaking in on Hibbert, who can't connect. A grunt and a strikeout from Williamson, who has his second K of the night. 2 down.
I heard that grunt. That was one I could definitely hear. You know, the first one I was looking down, wasn't really paying attention, but hey, I mean, if he's getting Ks, just keep grunting.
So 2 down. Here is Osvaldo Martinez. First pitch, he watches. It is a strike. He really grounded out to third his first time.
He really snaps off the mound, swings that leg around, and action with his glove.
0-1, and a swing and a miss on the cutter. He actually has just gone over 400 innings in his Revs career, 400 and a third. That is also third in Revs history. Only Thurm and Cody have logged more innings.
He is ready to go right back on that mound.
And of course, Martinez now backs out.
And that, I mean, if you're Martinez, that's smart. I mean, Williamson caught the ball back from Clark. He was already on the mound.
Now fires, and a changeup missed away, 1-2.
Looks like Mark Burley a little bit from distance.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit the black jersey kind of doing it for me. It's kind of like the White Sox jerseys.
1-2, paused on the leg lift, and Martinez taps a soft foul, third base side. Williamson in strikeouts in Revs history is 5th. He's at 193 now, approaching 200. Only Thurm, Cody, Frank Gailey, and Ricardo Gomez have more. Williamson third in quality starts with 27. The pitch. And a ground ball shortstop right at Dent. He's got it, tosses it across to first, and that'll do it for the top of the third. Another 1-2-3, the second in a row for Logan Williamson. Great to have him back here in York, where he makes the start tonight. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 6-1, the Revs in front.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs up 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. The man who started the 6-run second inning leads off. That's usually a good thing. Melky Mesa, who singled on the first pitch, this time looks at a wrinkle from Villa and a breaking ball in for a strike. That was the curve, 69 miles an hour. Revs scored their 6 runs on just 4 hits. The 0-1, and a changeup floats a little low. That was only 68. I don't know how he throws it that slow with the same arm action. He really kills the speed. Must have it tucked way back in the hand. The 1-1 and a foul tip into the backstop. Came back with The fastball at 87, so only a 20-mile-an-hour difference.
Only, though. That's what makes Villa's fastball effective when it's working, is the fact that he can throw that changeup so slow. I mean, normally an 87-mile-an-hour fastball, not too effective on hitters.
And this one slips to the outside, a curve, 2-2.
The Revs have done a good job laying off the changeup that dives way down in the zone tonight, and that's why they've gotten 6 on the board. They're picking on the pitchers higher in the zone.
2-2, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. That fastball up to 89 in on the hand, so he does have that sneaky velo in him. Villa now 32 years old. Seen him in this league off and on for years. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a floater at second. Rodriguez over to his left, gives way to the first baseman, Valentin, who catches it. And this time, Mesa retired, 1 away. We'll bring up Jose Cuevas, who singled last inning after Mesa. He made it first and second and set up the big inning.
Villa did a good job really getting inside on Mesa right there, because if he misses and leaves one out over the plate, Melky probably finds a gap or puts one out, but he really got inside and got the pop-up.
First pitch is a called strike, fastball. 6-1 the lead. Here's the 0-1, and a breaking ball that runs in tight. All 4 games against the Road Warriors at 6:30 here this week. Pitch, and there's a 2-seamer for a strike. Actually, that was some variation of changeup, I beg your pardon. Mitch Atkins tomorrow against Michael Lee. Pat McCoy against Brandon Vargas on Wednesday. Joe Van Meter against Felix Baez Thursday. He's a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. Cuevas hangs in. Yeah, that previous changeup was in between speed from Villa, 79. And then he went curveball there at 69, and Cuevas fouls it. Shakes off 4 times, and Cuevas had the timeout call right before Villa got all the way into his windup. And now the 1-2. And a swing and a ground ball off Villa's glove. It skips toward the middle, backhanded but held by the second baseman, Rodriguez. And Cuevas is due for some good fortune. That'll be an infield hit, and he's 2 for 2 tonight.
That batting average is going to be up to 250 before we know it. And an unfortunate 204 coming in. You saw it firsthand, all the line outs and the fly outs that didn't go his way. But it all started with that seeing eye single this weekend in Southern Maryland, and sometimes that's how a hot streak starts, or even just breaking a slump, is a seeing eye single, one that wasn't falling or getting through during the slump.
Now Zach Wilson, 1 on, 1 out. First pitch is pop foul. That'll get back to the roof. Wilson opened the scoring for York. A sac fly to left last inning that tied the game innocently enough at the time, and then Tyler Clark a grand slam, and Witherspoon went back-to-back with him. There's the stretch from Villa. He fires, and it's a called strike. Fastball at 88. The back-to-back home runs, the first such set for the Revs this season. The grand slam was their second. Burgess and now Clark. That throw got away from Villa on the return, but take a moment and now climb back on the hill. 0-2 ahead of Wilson, and has his sign from Rivera. The pitch, just swinging a foul back over the roof. Lights are just coming on here. There's a little bit of a haze to the sky today with this heat. The stretch, the pitch, and a swing and a foul back again. The last event to be hosted here was Nitro Circus on Friday night.
And that must have been amazing from what we've seen and been told. Over 8,000 here.
It was a pretty extravagant setup. I mean, that must have taken a while just to get everything out and then set it up even longer.
Pitch. And in the dirt, blocked by Rivera.
Before we got on the bus for Southern Maryland, everyone was over. We were all looking at the field, looking at what was getting set up, and Tyler Clark comes over. He's like, what is there, a circus going on? I was like, well, yes, actually, it's exactly what's going to happen. There's going to be a circus. He was like, I can just see the ring of fire right now. Somebody's going to be jumping through a ring of fire with a motorcycle or something.
As a matter of fact, a nitro circus.
Yeah.
Pitch is outside, 2-2 on Wilson.
What exactly does that entail, nitro? Does that just mean there's going to be like some nitrogen, some fire?
I wasn't here. I don't.
I mean, I thought maybe I thought we'd done it in the past and you were informed.
No, first time.
Okay.
Great job by LJ and the grounds crew to handle all that installment. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a ball beaten foul toward the third base dugout. Revs a 6-1 lead. The second inning from Villa required 36 pitches after 10 in the first. This inning has required 18 more, and he still only has 1 out. He is at 64 as he steps off and stares Cuevas back. Cuevas has stolen 2 bags. The pitch, and a line drive up the middle, base hit for Zach Wilson. And Villa had to duck. Revs with their 7th hit. And Wilson reached out to get that one, hit it hard, right back up the gut.
Everybody hits, and like you said, reaching for that one, but able to get enough barrel on it, or a bat really, just to send it back up the middle.
And he's now 4 for 7 against Villa this year. Mentioned earlier, 3 homers and 6 driven in. Here's Cruz. First pitch, down and in. And almost grabbed the wrong way by Rivera, who had it slip off the glove, but stayed right there. Cruz hit by a pitch in the second, and they've been trying to work him inside, down and in. And missed in that area on that first pitch. A stretch from the lefty. The 1-0. And they went in again, but missed again. Ball 2. Villa from Tenares, Dominican Republic. 7 of his 9 starts this year, he's allowed 2 or fewer earned runs. And Cruz backs out. So it's rare that he's been hit as hard as this here tonight. Originally signed with Atlanta back in 2002 as a teenager out of the Dominican Republic. He backs off the mound now. Looking to clear the head perhaps. Bounces the rosin bag off his fist. 2 balls, no strikes. The stretch, he comes home, and it's called strike. They went down and in again, this time got the call. Some Revs fans not happy about that one. Villa's been to Double-A. The Braves and Royals systems, he deals, and a swing and a bouncer toward third, that's foul. Pierre over to grab it. Some time in Mexico as well, and we've seen him in the Atlantic League with the old Newark Bears, Bridgeport, Sugar Land. The Road Warriors in a previous installation of the franchise. Now fires, and a swing and a line drive, right center field, base hit for Cruz, and going all the way to the fence.
Cuevas around third to score. Wilson will be held at third, and Cruz ran halfway. And now Wilson coming home. Martinez the throw, and he slides short of the plate and is tagged out. Cruz will go to third on it. It's an RBI double, 7-1. And the problem is Wilson's not 100%. He's been battling a groin issue. Polo held him, and probably wisely so. With Dent coming up, not wanting to force it, already a big lead and only one out. But Cruz didn't see that. That's the problem. He was thinking 3 off the bat and tried to get a triple out of it, realized halfway that Wilson was stopped.
And I guess you really don't lose anything one way or the other with in terms of speed on the bases. Wilson not 100%. Cruz doesn't run that well, so one way or the other, somebody was going to be on third base there.
And here is Dent, who lays off one in the dirt.
Of course, you know, that changes the inning a little bit. Second and third, one out. Road Warriors probably have to play the infield in with a right-handed batter at the plate against a lefty pitcher. Definitely a situation that favors the Revs.
Pitch to Dent, that's in the dirt, 2-0. So what was that, like 9-4-6-2?
All I got, I know it started with 9 and ended with 2. That sounds about right, though. I think it was Martinez that threw it in.
Pitch to Dent, that's inside. 3-0. Well, that's a shame. Revs can still put out more here with 2 outs, but I wonder just how big of an inning it could have been. Not done yet. Cruz at third, the 3-0 to Dent, and a missed inside 4-pitch walk. That is the second walk issued by Villa, both to Dent. He is now at 74 pitches, and the Road Warriors do have a right-hander up loosening.
Tyler Clark a chance to add a few more RBIs to the tally here tonight. He sees the ball really well against left-handers, and now that he's...
First one here, he went after a high fastball, came up empty.
Well, now that he's hitting exclusively right-handed, it's a chance for him to just focus more on that side, and I'm sure that helps him against left-handed pitching, the fact that he is hitting from the right side all the time.
Pitch is low, a changeup. Side-arming righty Chris Tribett is who's loosening. Clark, the grand slam last inning, broke the time. A towering shot right down the line. It stayed straight. 1-1. And he swings, drives one deep left center. Hibbert on the run. It is gone! Just left of the batter's eye in deep center field. Tyler Clark, a 3-run shot. And he has driven in 7 runs on 2 swings tonight. Are you kidding me? And the Revs lead it 10-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Have a night.
Wow, somebody's been hitting the weight room. Man, Tyler Clark, it's just such a sweet stroke that he has right now. It's simple. He wanted to get shorter at the plate, and that's what he's done. It's bat to ball. There's just no in-between. The swing is so much shorter, and it allows him to really drive the ball and get to the baseball quicker.
Here's Witherspoon. He lays off high. What a night already. And it cleared just left of the pole on the edge of the batter's eye, bounced up in the back of the playground, out behind the batter's eye. And Witherspoon now time called. It's the 3rd inning, and Tyler Clark is within 1 of the Revs record for RBIs in a game. Villa missing away with a 62-mile-an-hour curveball, 2-0. The home finale of the 2007 season. Here's a fastball high, and Villa really laboring. He didn't really finish that pitch, 3-0. Justin Singleton drove in 8, a grand slam, a 2-run homer. That was in, as Witherspoon takes a strike, that was a 19-2 Revs win.
September 13th of 07. And there have been a couple with 7 in the game. Pitch is swung on, hit in the air, shallow left center, might have broken his bat. And Silverio comes in to squeeze it. Inning over, but Tyler Clark has driven in 7, a 4-run homer, a slam, and a 3-run homer in his first 2 at-bats tonight. 4 runs in the inning, 4 hits, nobody left. We go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. The Revs with a 10-1 lead.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, the next fireworks show here at PeoplesBank Park doesn't come till the weekend, but Tyler Clark, an early show here tonight. 2 home runs, a grand slam, and a 3-run shot, 7 driven in, and the Revs lead 10-1 in the top of the 4th. Logan Williamson back out for another inning of work. Plenty of run support for the lefty. He starts Melvin Rodriguez off with a strike, 0-1. 6 in the second, 4 in the third for the Revs. Williamson back to work, the 0-1. In on the hands up, it's 1-1. 10-1 lead for the Revs. They've done it on 9 hits. Williamson has allowed just a first inning solo homer to Rodriguez, who's at the dish, and 1 other knock. That's it. The 1-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, ground ball in the hole at second. Cuevas has it. Williamson covering at the bag. He slides. He holds the bag for the out. 4-3 on the putout. Logan Williamson getting dirty. Slides with his foot to touch the first base bag. A close play at the bag with Melvin Rodriguez. And that's a dandy of an out number 1 here in the 4th. Cuevas went over in the hole to his left. Cruz, the first baseman, couldn't get it on the backhand. So Cuevas, it was up to him, made a nice play. Now Williamson will face Gustavo Pierre, the 3-hitter in the Road Warriors lineup at third base tonight. Leg kick and the pitch. And Pierre just dropped his bat, taking all the way. 0-1 the count. Williamson working with a 9-run lead. This is the most run support that any Revs starting pitcher has gotten this season. On the 0-1, swing and miss, change up low in the zone. Good pitch there from Logan. And rightfully so. Logan's now in his 4th season with the Revs. Made his first start last week in the series against Somerset. Well rested. Getting some love from the bats tonight. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up down in the dirt. Clark blocks it. Throw has to go to first. 2-3 on the putout. Clark to Cruz. A slow jog from Pierre there. And that's out number 2 for Williamson. Since the home run and the single from Rodriguez and Pierre back-to-back in the first inning, Williamson has not allowed a base runner. He got a double play to end the first. Went 1-2-3 in the second and third. He's looking for his 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning. 10 in a row set down. by the southpaw Williamson, and here's the right-handed hitting right fielder Jorge Fernandez. In right field tonight, pitch way inside and low. It skips to the backstop. 1-0 the count. The Revs offense needed this. The Revs as a team needed this 10-run outburst tonight, and it's only the top of the fourth. They still get to bat at least 5 more times. This is huge. The 1-0, Williamson, the pitch. Ground ball backhanded at third by Wilson. Long throw across the diamond. Cruz catches the low throw, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Logan Williamson. He's retired the last 11 batters he's faced, and he takes that 10-1 lead for the Revs into the bottom of the fourth inning. Don't go anywhere. See if the Revs can add on here in the slugfest.
This is Doug Sprinkle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi, and I'm here to introduce the biggest nothing you've ever heard of. It's time for Nada Zip Zilch. That's what you pay in finance charges over 72 months on some of our most popular Mitsubishis, like the amazing all-new Eclipse Cross, the 7-passenger Outlander, and the ever-popular Outlander Sport. And to top that off, have a worry-free summer in your new Mitsubishi with no payments for 90 days. Gas prices got you down? Check out the high-tech, best-selling Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid, rated at an amazing 74 miles per gallon equivalent for the 40-plus mile per gallon Mirage. It's like a go-kart on steroids for only $11,990. Big savings, top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. That means you too. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always costs less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the fourth inning from PeoplesBank Park in downtown York. Michael Marcantonini with you on the broadcast. Revs lead at 10-1 over the Road Warriors in Game 1 of this 4-game series. Revs coming off an 8-game, 6-day road trip that started in Somerset and is now moved to Southern Maryland after that, and now back to York. 4 against the Road Warriors, then 3 against the Sugarland Skeeters will come in before the Revs hit the road next. So 7 in a row here at the bank. 10-1 lead for the Revs. Tyson Gillies, the 2-hitter for the Revs, leading off. New pitcher as a ball low in the dirt, 1-0. New pitcher into the ball game for the Road Warriors. It's Chris Tribett. Now Tribett steps off. Gillies back into the box. The left-handed hitter making his home debut in a Revs uniform. Singled his first time up. He's 1 for 2. A pitch way outside and low. Ball 2, 2-0. Defensive change into the game for the Road Warriors. Isaac Wenrick is back behind the plate. Chris Rivera, who started the game behind the plate, has moved to second base. And it looks like Melvin Rodriguez is out of the ball game. See if we can get an update on that. Off the end of the bat, tapper out to short. Charging is the shortstop Martinez. Fires it over to first just in time to get Gillies. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings up Wellington Dotel, who hit into a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. Flew out to center field in the second. He's 0 for 2. One of the only guys not to join the hit parade tonight. We'll see if Dotel can do it here. Dotel 4 for 13 with 2 runs driven in and a run scored in the series in Southern Maryland. Hitting .298 with 2 homers and 21 RBI on the season coming into tonight. First pitch from Tribett is a frisbee of a breaking ball. It's taken outside or on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Tribett set on the mound. The pitch, another pitch that dances on its way to the plate. That one inside. Up and in for a ball, 1-0. 6 runs in the second, 4 runs in the third. The Revs have 3 homers as a team tonight. Clark a grand slam, Spoon a solo homer. They went back-to-back in the second. On the 1-1 to Dotel, shot into right field, a base hit through the hole between first and second. And Wellington Dotel is in on the hit parade. He has a knock. And he'll stop at first. So after the Gillies ground out, Dotel finds his way on base. So after the back-to-back homers in the second inning for the Revs, Clark came up with 2 on in the bottom of the third and sent one out to center field. That one just cleared the fence out there. I shouldn't say just cleared. It was a well-hit ball, and in terms of height, it just cleared. We'll say that. Man on first, 1 down for Melky Mesa. Breaking ball in for a strike from Tribe at 0-1. So Kelvin Villa's day is done after 3 innings. Surrenders all 10 runs. They were all earned. Not a good day for the ERA. Now Mesa fouls off a breaking pitch over toward the Road Warriors dugout on the third base side, 0-2. Logan Williamson has looked great in his season home debut for the Revs, second start of the season overall. He's retired 11 batters in a row after allowing a solo homer then a single in the first inning. Nothing since for Logan. Dotel a short lead off first. Mesa takes a breaking ball way inside, and the count's 1-2. 1 down in the inning. Revs looking to score for the 3rd straight frame. Back-to-back big innings for them. A pitch from Tribit, a breaking ball that misses way outside. Out of the crouch is Wenrick to make the grab. Ball 2-2. Mentioned Wenrick taking over behind the plate. I mentioned that earlier. Rivera then slid to second base. Rodriguez is out of the game. Now this one shot out to third base, scooped up by Pierre, off balance throw to first in time, and that's out number 2. Mesa chopped one over to third. On 2 hops, it was Pierre that just kind of flung his glove out to try to get the short hop, and he did. And then he's able to get Mesa, who's been bothered by the sore quad, not running too hard to first. Moving up to second is Wellington Dotel. 2 outs for Jose Cuevas. Cuevas 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a pair of runs scored. Well, the pitch from Tribit right on right. Fastball in for a strike. Top of the strike zone, 81 miles an hour. So Chris Tribit not a hard thrower. 5'11", 185-pound right-hander from Oklahoma. A look at second. Now the pitch. Hot shot to third, but handled by Pierre. Long throw over to first, but he makes it, and the inning is over. So Chris Tribit allows a 1-out single, but that's all. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left for the Revs in the bottom of the 4th. We'll go to the top of the 5th with the Revs still up 10-1. We'll see if Logan Williamson can keep it where it is. Don't go anywhere. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
We solemnly swear we're up to no good, and we want all the wizards and witches to join us. It's Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th at PeoplesBank Park. Get points for your house in a costume contest or take part in the end-of-term feast. Plus, enter to win tickets to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. With movie clips, your favorite characters, and more, it'll be more fun than you can put in the room of requirement. Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards sports card. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs holding a 10-1 lead, top of the 5th inning. Logan Williamson out for another frame. He's retired 11 Road Warriors in a row, dating back to the double play he got to end the 1st inning. He'll face Geraldo Valentin to start the 5th. First pitch is a fastball right in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Valentin, Chris Rivera, and Alfredo Silverio, 5, 6, 7 for the Road Warriors. Valentin, a mainstay at first base for this Road Warriors club. Hitting .247 on the season coming in. He takes low and in there. It's 1-1. Valentin, a ground out to Wilson at third his first time up. He's been hot lately as Valentin. 12 hits in his last 33 at-bats, with 4 runs scored over the team's last 10 games coming into tonight. Now the 1-1 from Williamson. Chopper to third. Wilson comes up on it, handles it, throws to Cruz at first. One quick out for Logan Williamson. 12 in a row retired by the southpaw. He's gotten a steady diet of ground balls tonight as well. You look back to the 3rd inning where he got 2 ground outs. He also got 2 ground outs last inning and now 1 here. 5 of the last 7 outs recorded have come on the ground. Was only at 46 pitches through 4 innings. He threw just 8 pitches in the 4th. Now Chris Rivera at the dish. First pitch, line shot. This one's going to go off the wall in left field. Dotel plays it on a hop, and he'll hold Chris Rivera to a single. So a hot shot off the bat of Chris Rivera. He does hit lefties well. 308 against southpaws coming in. Rivera has a 1-out single. I mean, that thing got off the arch nemesis in a hurry. About 3/4 of the way up on the nemesis. Dotel played it perfectly. Rivera, knowing he only had a shot at a single there, didn't try to test it. Now with 1 out and a man on, here's Alfredo Silverio, the left fielder. He takes low and inside. 1-0 the count. So that breaks up a stretch of 12 straight batters retired. 11 straight batters, 12 straight outs recorded by Logan Williamson. Now the 1-0. Pitch is outside. 2-0. Williamson hasn't had to pitch out of the stretch since the 1st inning. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings from the 2nd through the 4th. Now Rivera, who broke it up, leads off first. Being held on by Cruz. Williamson looks over there now to the plate, misses low and away. Looked like a 2-seamer that just tailed too far off the plate. It's 3-0. Williamson has not walked a batter tonight. He's only allowed 3 hits, the only base runners. A look to first. Big leg kick the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike on 3-0. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. In his last start, 4 1/3 innings, 3 runs, all of them earned for Logan. Only gave up 3 hits, struck out 1 and walked 1. Got the loss in that game at Somerset. 3-1, misses just inside, and it's a 5-pitch walk to Alfredo Silverio. Sets up first and second for the Road Warriors with 1 down. First walk of the evening for Logan. This is the first time tonight that the Road Warriors have had a runner on second base. They've gotten one past it. That was when Rodriguez homered. But no one's been on second base tonight. Now Rivera is there. Decent lead for him. Chatting with Ryan Dent out at short, the former teammates. And the pitch to the plate. First pitch swinging and sending one into left field past the diving Dent is Gomez. Station-to-station baseball for the Road Warriors. A single to left for Edwin Gomez. Rivera stops at third. Stopping at second is Silverio. And the bases are loaded for the Road Warriors with just 1 down. Single walk, single against Williamson. And now the 9-hitter Matt Hibbert will get a chance. Hibbert in a bit of a slump. Just 1 for 15 over his last 7 games. Hitting 167 as a member of the Road Warriors. 1 homer with 8 RBI. And now time is called as Paul Fletcher, the Revs pitching coach, will go out to chat. So this will count as an official visit for the Revs. Fletch out to give the scouting report to Logan. Logan new to the league this year, not new to the Atlantic League or the Revs, however. 5th Atlantic League season for Logan, 4th in York. He debuted in the Atlantic League in 2013 with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, went 5-3 with a 3.66 ERA that season. Logged 76 1/3 innings, 31 appearances, 12 starts that year. Then he pitched in Mexico, the United League, and the American Association before joining the Revs in 2015. Was back, or in 2014, was back in 2015. Took a year off in 2016, came back last season. Went 6-9 over 129 2/3 innings. Now back this year. Revs will keep the infield back up 9 with 1 out here in the 5th. 10-1 lead for the Revs. And the pitch, chopper foul. Zach Treese getting loose in the Revs bullpen. Revs are hoping, and I'm sure Logan's hoping he can get through 5 to be eligible for the win tonight. He's allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk. Working with that 10-1 lead. Hibbert at the dish, though, now calls time. 0-1 the count on Hibbert. 1 down in the inning. Bases are loaded. Rivera on 3rd. Silverio at 2nd and Gomez at 1st for the Road Warriors. Road Warriors have lost 4 straight. Revs looking to make it 5 straight losses for them. The 0-1 from Williamson. Swing and a miss. Fastball low in the zone. Good pitch there from Williamson and a good call from Clark. Counts 0-2 on Hibbert. The Revs have rolled a ground ball double play tonight. A 1-6-3 started by Williamson to end the 1st inning. Double play would end the 5th here. Defense back all the way across the infield for the Revs. And the pitch, it hits Hibbert, and that'll force in a run. Williamson upset with himself on the mound. Not what he wanted to do with the bases loaded, let alone on a 2-strike pitch. Rivera comes in to score. An RBI the easy way for Hibbert. Didn't have to do anything right there. And the Road Warriors get another one on the board. It's now a 10-2 game. And that's unfortunate because Logan got ahead of Hibbert. Looked like he had his number in that at-bat, but then just missed inside. Back to the top of the order, Osvaldo Martinez, the shortstop. 216 average coming in, 3 long balls, 11 driven in. First pitch on the outer half for a strike, 86 miles an hour on the gun. 8-run lead now for the Revs. It's 10-2 in the top of the 5th. Revs have 10 hits, the Road Warriors have 4. Martinez waiting in the right-handed batter's box, rocking the high socks way up there. Looks like he's wearing shorts with those socks. That's how high up his pant legs are. The 0-1. Grunt from Williamson. He misses at the top of the zone. It's 1-1. Great night for a ball game. It was 93 degrees and sunny at first pitch. Still sunny, still hot. Approaching the 8 o'clock hour. The stadium thermometer says 91 degrees. Out of the stretch, a look to second. Now the pitch from Williamson. Fastball misses low. It's 2-1 on Martinez. Zach Treese continues to loosen up down the right field line in the bullpen for the Revs. He threw a scoreless inning yesterday in the loss to Southern Maryland. Williamson set on the mound. Leg kick, now the pitch. Fly ball deep right center field. Spoon and Gillies both out there. It's Gillies that takes charge. He makes the grab. Tagging and coming in to score is Silverio. Throw goes to second. Moving up from second to third is Gomez. Another run in for the Road Warriors. It's a 10-3 game. But Williamson gets an important out right there. And now runners at the corners with 2 down for the 2-hitter Isaac Wenrick. A sac fly and an RBI for Osvaldo Martinez. Now Wenrick into the game. He's hitting in Melvin Rodriguez's spot. Rodriguez came out of the game after grounding out in the top of the 4th. Did not come out to play the field in the bottom of the 4th. Rivera went to second from catcher, and Wenrick now behind the dish. Lefty on lefty, runners at the corners, 2 down. Pitch way inside, it's 1-0. Revs lead the Road Warriors 10-3 in game 1 of this 4-game series, Monday through Thursday. 2 outs in the inning. Williamson looking to get out of the frame. The 1-0 pitch. Wenrick takes high. It's 2-0. Gustavo Pierre waiting on deck. If he gets a chance, he'll either be hitting with the bases loaded or there'll be more runs in on the board for the Road Warriors. Williamson's already walked one in the inning. 2-0 pitch to Wenrick. Fastball right there for a strike. Taking all the way is Isaac. Wenrick was supposed to get the day off today, but pressed into duty when Rodriguez left the game with, what we can only assume is either an injury or maybe it was dealing with the heat. Now a foul ball out of play, third base side, but Wilson is over there. He makes the grab to retire the side. That thing stayed in play. Wilson made the catch over by the Road Warriors bullpen, and a pop out that Williamson gets to end the frame. 2 score for the Road Warriors, but that's it. Revs still hold a commanding 10-3 lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll see what the Revs can do on offense.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs lead, bottom of inning number 5. Logan Williamson surrendered 2 runs in a tough top of the 5th inning. He allowed the first run to score on a bases-loaded hit by pitch of Matt Hibbert, bringing in Chris Rivera. Second run came in on an Osvaldo Martinez sac fly that brought in Alfredo Silverio. Still a 7-run lead for the Revs, though, as Zach Wilson gets set to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Wilson 1 for 1 today, a sac fly and an RBI, and he also has a single. 6, 7, 8 in the lineup for the Revs against Chris Tribett, who stays in for another inning of work. And Tribett bends at the waist, the pitch, the sidearm delivery in for a strike, 0-1. Tribett's got a funky motion. He bends very far over at the waist, pitches exclusively out of the stretch, gets really low. Comes from the side as he misses with a curveball there, low and away. A slider, I should say. He's got some sliding action. 1 ball and 1 strike. Revs looking to add to their 7-run, 10-3 lead. 10 runs on 10 hits in the game. Efficiency at its finest. The 1-1. This one's laced foul down the left field line. Past the Road Warriors bullpen. And in left field, Silverio will get it and throw it into the stands. Somebody's getting a souvenir there. 1-2 the count on Zach Wilson. Wilson with the RBI in the second brings his total up to 17 on the season. Was 2 for 12 with 1 driven in and a run scored in the series against Southern Maryland. Looking to stay hot here tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Slider chopped in front of the mound. Tribett handles it. Glove pump and now throws over to first in time. Wilson retired on the 1-3 putout. Here's Luis Cruz, who's at first base for the 3rd straight game. really being forced into action at first base because Alexi Casilla is banged up. He's the Revs' everyday second baseman. And because Casilla is banged up, that's caused everybody to move around. Cuevas, who mostly plays third or short for this team, has to play second with Casilla out. And with Cuevas over at second, Wilson has to play third. So somebody has to play first. And pitch low and away to Cruz, 1-0. And because Michael Burgess was hit on the knee with a fastball in the Southern Maryland series, he's still day-to-day. He can't play. Somebody has to play first. So Cruz has been the guy. Wilson can't play first because he has to play third, so it's domino effect. Cruz, I should say, chops one in front of the plate, foul. 1-1 the count. 10-3 lead for the Revs, bottom 5. Always room for more runs. One and one the count on the right-handed hitting Luis Cruz. 3 homers in the game for the Revs. 2 of them from Tyler Clark. He has 7 RBI. Revs' record in a game of home runs this season is 4. As a slider catches the inside corner to Cruz there, it's 1-2. And the 4 home runs came in this park against the Road Warriors. That was on May 25th. Big win that night for the Revs. Slider misses across the zone there, 2-2. Revs' season high for runs in a game is 12. That was on May 8th at Southern Maryland, a 12-2 win down in Waldorf. Well, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball shot out to short. Martinez has it, drops to a knee. Now he comes up, throws to first. A dart over there to Valentin. 2 ground ball outs here for Tribet in the 5th. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Ryan Dent. And if you've ever seen the Running Man Challenge or the videos while that was trending, you'll know the song that comes with it. And that's Ryan Dent's walk-up song. One he's been using for a little while now here at home, and you gotta like it. Well, he's up with 2 down and no one on. The pitch from Tribet, slider that misses just barely inside. Brian DeBrouwer, the home plate umpire, says it missed. 1-0 the count. 10-3 lead for the Revs, bottom 5. Dent looking to keep the inning going. 1-0. Foul tip into the glove of Wenrick. It's 1-1. Well, since that 4-run third, just a Wellington Dotel single with 1 out in the 4th. It's the only base runner the Revs have had. Now Dent sends this one off the end of the bat out to left field, sinking quickly. Silverio's there. Stayed with a slider and took it to left, but he can't get it to drop in front of Silverio or over his head. The inning is over. A 1-2-3 frame for Chris Tribet, who's thrown 2 scoreless out of the bullpen. After 5 full innings of play, it's the Revs 10 and the Road Warriors 3. Stick with us here on the broadcast on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs hold a commanding 10-3 lead. Top of inning number 6, Zach Treese out of the bullpen to take over for Logan Williamson, whose night is done after going 5 innings, allowing 3 runs on just 4 hits. A solid outing for Logan. Retired 11 batters in a row and got 12 outs in a row from the double play that ended the first until Chris Rivera singled with 1 out in the 5th. So a solid outing for Logan. He ran into a little bit of trouble in the top of the 5th, gave up 2 runs. 1 scored on a bases loaded hit by pitch, the other a sac fly. But after the solo homer he allowed to the second batter of the game, Melvin Rodriguez, that was really it. I mean, no more damage done by the Road Warriors. And Williamson dominated. He got 10 runs of support. He leaves in line for the win, and if he does get the win, he'll go to 1-1. Logan came in with opponents hitting just .214, and that average should go down just a little bit. Now Zach Treese takes over to face 3-4-5 for the Road Warriors. First pitch misses low and away to Gustavo Pierre, the team's third baseman. Pierre, Fernandez, and Valentin. Pierre 6 for 36 over the team's last 10. Leads the team with 6 homers on the year. He's driven in 14. Now a tapper foul to the backstop. It's 1-1. Treese, mainly fastball slider. It's almost exclusively fastball slider. The slider's been devastating ever since really his 3rd outing of the season. His first 2 outings were really rough. Had an ERA at one point over 100. It is now down under 9. On the 1-1, Treese misses with the slider low and away. It's 2-1. And one thing with Zach, though, he inherited tough situations to pitch in his first couple outings of the year. Some of the runs he gave up were inherited runners, but he was also getting hit around. Now the 2-1. Chop foul over toward the dugout of the Road Warriors. It's 2-2. Treese working with a 10-3 lead. Not a pressure situation by any stretch. A scoreless outing yesterday in Southern Maryland for Treese. Now he bends at the waist, takes the sign from Clark. Time is called. Treese will step off and wipe some sweat from his forehead. 2-2 the count on the right-handed hitting Gustavo Pierre. He's ready to hit, bat over his shoulder. And the 2-2. Fastball sent out to shallow right center field. It drops in front of Travis Witherspoon. Pierre went with the pitch right there and sent it into shallow right center. So it drops in front of Spoon, a base hit. Second hit of the night for Pierre, so he continues to hit well against this Revs team. Coming in, he was slumping a little bit. Just 6 hits over his last 36 at bats, like I said. Now has 2 hits in his last 3. And here's the switch hitting Jorge Fernandez. Double play depth up the middle for Denton Cuevas. Cruz holding on Pierre. A pitch way inside. It's 1-0. 10-3 lead for the Revs, top of inning number 6. This is game 1 of a 4-game series and game 1 of a 7-game homestand. Zach Treese looks to get the Revs through the 6th inning. Get you the numbers on Treese when I have a minute. Zach comes set on the hill, the 1-0 pitch. Chopper to first, Cruz has it, steps on the bag for 1. The throw to second, run down, Pierre gets caught in. Dent now flips back to Cruz, and Cruz tags out Pierre, who was out of the baseline. He tries to dive back to first, but Cruz got him before he could get up. 3-6-3 on the double play, the second ground ball double play of the night for the Revs. As Revs pitching tonight continues to induce ground balls, and that was pretty quick. After the leadoff single, Pierre's erased on the double play, and Fernandez is now hitting to both double plays on the night. A 1-6-3 and now a 3-6-3. Really nothing that he could do there, whether he got in a rundown or just slid right into Dent. He at least gave himself a shot getting in the rundown. Now with 2 outs and no one on, here's Geraldo Valentin. And the pitch from Treese taking all the way is Valentini. Takes a strike on the outer half. Treese 0-1 with an 8.36 ERA in 13 appearances, 14 innings on the season. He struck out 10 and walked 7. Now the 0-1 swing and a miss, nasty slider sweeping across the zone. I mentioned the 8.36 ERA and in the 13 appearances, but Treese has been excellent, really over his last, I want to say 8 to 10. Now the 0-2 pitch, fastball misses just barely inside. The count's 1-2. Revs lead the Road Warriors 10-3. Away half of the 6th inning. Road Warriors got 2 in the 5th. They scored the first run of the game back in the 1st. And the 1-2 slider fouled off, but the Revs have 10 runs sandwiched in between, 6 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd. They haven't done much of anything in the other 3 innings combined, but hey, when you score 10 runs in 2 innings in back-to-back big innings, it really doesn't matter, although you can never have too many runs. Treese bends at the waist, comes set at the shoulders. The 1-2 pitch, slider sent out to shortstop, dent to his left, slides, stops, pivots, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Treese faces the minimum, not a conventional 1-2-3 inning, but he does face only 3. Dandy of a play by Ryan Dent up the middle, a web gem right there. And after 5.5, the Revs will come to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Still with a 7-run lead, they lead it 10-3. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
The man of the night will lead off for the Revs in the bottom of the 6th. Tyler Clark, 2 for 2 with a grand slam and a 3-run homer, 7 RBI. Will kick things off for the Revs against Chris Tribut, who's thrown 2 scoreless innings, allowing just 1 hit. He's retired 6 of the 7 he's faced. 9-1-2 for the Revs. Clark, Witherspoon, and Gillies. Revs leading 10-3 over the Road Warriors, home half of the 6th. Clark will try to do what really everybody dreams of at the plate in their baseball careers, to hit 3 home runs in a contest. First pitch is a slider way outside, 1-0. No pressure on Clark, though. Wouldn't want to do that to him. 1 over the monster and left, 1 to dead center. Now he swings and chops 1 foul behind the backstop. It's 1-1. Record for home runs in a game in Revs history is 3. Ian Bladergroen on August 15th, 2010 at Lancaster in an 18-9 win hit 3. He's the only man to do it. The 1-1 misses low. We'll see if Tyler Clark can become the second Rev to do it. The record for RBI in a game in Revs history is 8. Justin Singleton did it on September 13th, 2007 against Bridgeport. As Clark takes inside, it's 3-1. That came in a 19-2 win Revs up 10-3 here. We'll see if Clark can tie both of those marks here. The hitters count 3-1. Tribett sets the pitch. Slider in. Oh, it misses low, and Clark walks. So no home run there, but he does reach safely for the third time tonight. This time he'll just get to chill on first base and say hello to Alexi Casilla, who's coaching first tonight. Hasn't had a chance to do that his last 2 times up because he's had to round all the bases and go right back to the dugout. That's no fun. Well, I guess it's fun when you're hitting bombs like Tyler is. Doubled his home run total tonight alone. Came in, well, no, I shouldn't say that. He had 3 coming in. Forgot about the one he hit 2 days ago. So he has 3 in his last 3 games. Spoon takes a fastball inside, 1-0. First homer of the season came in mid-May in a day game, a 3-run shot in Lancaster. Ever since, the power stroke has been there for Clark. Now has 5 on the year. Now Spoon pops this one up sky high. First base side of the diamond. Out in shallow right field is Rivera, the second baseman. He makes the grab. And Spoon is retired. So after the leadoff walk, Tribett comes back and gets Spoon to pop out. Now with 1 out, here's Tyson Gillies. Well, I originally said Clark doubled his RBI total. I mean, his home run total, but he did double his RBI total. He came in with 7 on the season, and that's in 24 games. He now has 7 tonight, give him 14 on the season. To put that in context, Ryan Dent, who has 6 homers, has 15 RBI in the season. Clark's now just 1 behind him. This is a shot out to deep right center field. Gillies puts a charge into this one, and that ball is not coming back. Tyson Gillies sprinting around the bases, the 4th homer of the night for the Revs. And they tack on in the bottom of the 6th, a 2-run shot from Gillies out to right center field, no doubt about it. The center fielder, Matt Hibbert, stopped running after it. Right over the Turkey Hill sign in right center, out where a group of kids are hanging out. 4 homers on the night for the Revs, the 2nd time they've done that this season. Tyson Gillies, welcome to PeoplesBank Park. His 2nd hit of the night, his 1st homer as a Rev. And the Revs continue to pile on. It's now 12-3. Now Wellington Dotel a chance. Slider across the zone that misses, 1-0. How about Tyson Gillies getting in on the action? A multi-hit game for him. His 2nd and 3rd RBI as a Rev. Now the bases are empty with 1 out for Dotel. The 1-0 fouled into the glove of Wenrick. It's 1-1. 12-2 lead for the Revs. 3 multi-run innings in the game. Tyson Gillies, a short, compact stroke to right center. Dotel takes outside. It's 2-1. Just got done talking about Tyler Clark's big numbers on the year. And then Gillies wasted no time putting one out over the right center field wall. Revs now lead up to 9. 2-1 coming to Dotel. This one served into left field, a base hit. Slider that he pulled to left center. And Wellington Dotel's 2nd hit at as many at-bats. He now is 2 for 4 on the night. Everybody hits tonight for the Revs, and why not? Now Rafael Montalvo, the pitching coach for the Road Warriors, out a slow walk to the mound to talk things over with Tribett. Don't think anyone's loosening in that Road Warriors pen, so this should just be a chat. Now, a right-hander picks up the ball, and he'll start throwing. Rafi could just be out there to buy some time. While we have some time, we'll give you some numbers tonight. I mentioned the 4 home runs for the Revs. It's the 2nd time they've done it this season, both times against the Road Warriors. The 12 runs have come on 12 hits. They continue to clobber the baseball. It wasn't just off Villa. Villa gave up 10 runs. Tribett has now given up 2. They've matched their season high in runs at 12. They're 6 away from their season high in hits, which is 18. It also came on the day they scored 12 in Southern Maryland. 1 homer away from breaking their season high in a game. And they've only left one runner on base tonight. That's about as efficient as you can get. Now Melky Mesa will bat. The conversation on the mound is over. Mesa hops in the box. Home run from Gillies, then a single from Dotel. One out in the inning, a man on first. A pitch from Tribett. Mesa off the hands, up the middle of the diamond, gets into center field past Rivera. Dotel had to wait. Now he stops at second base, gets there. Matt Hibbert in center will pick up the ball and throw it into the infield. A bloop single from Mesa, wasted no time swinging at that one. Revs continue to add to the hit total. 13 now in the game, 3 hits in the inning. And this is after a really lackadaisical 4th and 5th, and it's to be expected after you put up 10 runs in the 2 innings before that combined. Just 1 hit in the 4th and 5th combined, and now the Revs offense getting going once again. Dotel leads off second, Mesa off first. Here's Jose Cuevas. Tribett set. The first pitch to Jose, big swing and a big miss. Fastball, top half of the zone, 0-1. 12-3 lead for the Revs, bottom 6. They don't look like they're cooling down anytime soon. Bullpen action for the Road Warriors. Nothing down the right field line for the Revs. Here's the 0-1 to Cuevas. Shot into center field, a liner for a base hit. That's down. Dotel had to hold up. Ball was on a line, so he gets just to third. Mesa to second. Station to station baseball for the Revs. 4 straight hits for the Revs. That also ties a season high. And the hit parade continues. Jose Cuevas is now 3 for 4 with 3 singles. What slump? That's what I want to know. He has now 5 hits in his last 18 at-bats. So he continues to ball out over these last few games. And Zach Wilson will hit with the bases loaded and just 1 down. The Revs already have a grand slam in the game. That came off the bat of Tyler Clark. Straightaway left field over the arch nemesis. And now Zach Wilson will have a shot to put one out with the sacks juiced. Just 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Dotel on third, Mesa on second. Cuevas on first. Back-to-back first pitch swinging singles from Mesa and Cuevas. First pitch to Wilson, slider. And it misses a little bit low and away. 1-0 the count. 12 runs on 14 hits for the Revs, 4 away from tying their season high. Wilson ready to hit, righty on righty. Tribett checks second, now the pitch. Wilson hooks this one into the left field corner, it's down. 1 hops the base of the arch nemesis, 1 run is in. Here comes Melky Mesa. Cuevas slides in at third safely. A stand-up 2 RBI double for Zach Wilson. 5 straight hits for the Revs, 2 for extra bases. And they are pouring it on in the bottom of the 6th. 3 runs in the inning, and they lead it 14-3. After the walk to Clark, Spoon popped out, but then Gillies homered, then single, 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 and now Zach Wilson doubles. Boy, I'm sure that groin's feeling a little better now as Zach Wilson has looked great at the plate tonight. Now Rafael Montalvo back out to the mound. He's going to take Chris Tribett out of this ball game. The Road Warriors are forced to go to the bullpen once again. A 14-3 lead for the Revs. 15 hits in the game, and they're not done yet. New pitcher coming in for the Road Warriors. We'll take a quick break here on the broadcast. Revs up 11. We'll see if they can add to it. So we'll go to a quick break here on WOYK. Coming back to the bottom of the 6th in a flash.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
The bats are hot tonight in downtown York. A 4-run 6th inning so far for the Revs. They're not done yet. They lead it 14-3 over the Road Warriors. William Gabay out of the Road Warriors bullpen to try to stop the bleeding. Chris Tribett allowed just one hit through his first 2 innings of relief. And with 1 out here in the 6th, gave up 5 straight hits, including a 2-run homer, a 2 RBI double. And now runners at 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out for Luis Cruz. Gabay, tall right-hander, comes set, looks at Wilson at 2nd, the pitch. Fastball outside, it's 1-0. 14 runs on 15 hits for the Revs, 3 runs on just 5 hits for the Road Warriors. Looks more and more like Logan Williamson's going to have his first win of the season for the Revs. He left after 5. Got 10 runs to support. Zach Treese pitched a scoreless top of the 6th. The Revs have gotten back to their hot ways at the plate in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 to Cruz, fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. 5 Revs have a multi-hit game tonight. 3 have multi-RBI games. Clark has 7, Wilson has 3, Gillies has 2. 5 different Revs have driven in at least 1 run. Cruz looking to pick up his 2nd, 3rd, maybe even 4th RBI. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball out to short. Coming on home is Jose Cuevas. The throw will go to first. Cruz almost beat that out. He was hustling down the line. An RBI ground out for Luis Cruz. He's now the 4th Rev to have a multi-RBI game tonight. It's now a 15-3 game. Staying at 2nd is Wilson. Cruz will take that RBI ground out. 6-3 on the put out. Now the 9th man to hit in the inning, Ryan Dent. This is the 2nd time in the game the Revs will send at least 9 to the plate. That is, unless Zach Wilson gets picked off or caught stealing. 14-3 lead, 2 down, runner at 2nd. Here's Dent. 2 walks and a line out. He scored 2 runs. First pitch, fastball that misses, top of the zone. Dent ready to hit again, right on right with Gabay, who's looking to get the final out of the 6th here. And the pitch, Dent swings through that one. It's 1-1. Well, welcome back to the broadcast, Darryl. And you had some action to call in the first 3, and I'm happy I had a few runs here in the 6th.
Yeah. It's only right.
Absolutely. The 0-1 to Dent, low in the dirt, stopped by Wenrick. A nice stop there in the dirt, keeping it in front. I was getting worried I was going to get another over, but just a couple innings off for the bats tonight and then back to it.
You're going to have some action updating those game notes tomorrow.
I can't wait. This is fun. This is good game notes to update.
I mean, smoke coming off those papers.
Oh, yeah. This is why we do them. 2-1 the count on Dent. Gabay set at the waist, the pitch. Hard hit ground ball to short. Martinez has it, throws over to first. And the inning is finally over, but the Revs send 9 men to the plate. The 2nd time they've done that in the game. They put up 5 runs, their 3rd inning of 4 or more in the game. And after 6 full innings of play at PeoplesBank Park, it's 15-3 York over the Road Warriors. We'll go to the top of the 7th next. Darryl taking back over on the play-by-play. 12-run lead for the Revs. Stick with us.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
I'm a meal delivery engineer. You know, a server. And I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head of the 7th, everything is hot tonight, including the Revs offense, 15-3. And Zach Treese stays in. Chris Rivera to lead off. First pitch is taken down and away. Treese a scoreless 6th inning. Logan Williamson went the first 5. He is in line for win number 22 in a Revs uniform. And the 1-0. It's down and away from Treese. Williamson 5 innings, 4 hits, retired 11 straight at one point, matching a Revs season best. Zach Groats and Pat McCoy had done that previously. Walked 1, pitch to Rivera, bounced to third, and pass. Wilson trying to make a backhand pick on an in-between hop. Dotel overruns it outside of the corner, and he will head back to retrieve and fire all the way into third. Rivera gets to second on it, and that ball didn't quite get to the corner. Dotel trying to cut it off in front of the wall, overran it. And they will call it a double for Rivera on the tricky hop to the backhand side. He is 2 for 3 tonight. It's one that Wilson pretty much had to try to backhand, and then it was a matter of trying to make the pick. Didn't get the favorable short hop pick, more of an in-between bounce. So Rivera, who left the catcher's spot to go in at second when Melvin Rodriguez left the game. He is at second. Here's a line drive from Silverio, sinking in center, but Witherspoon was playing shallow, and he's there. He grabs it, 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Williamson to finish his line, 3 strikeouts, just the 1 walk. And now Treese in his 2nd inning of relief. 15 runs, 15 hits, no errors for York. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Road Warriors. Here is Edwin Gomez, who's 1 for 2. Switch hitter, he's DHing tonight. And Treese the pitch. It is a called strike, outside corner. So when Rodriguez left, did he get hurt on that play trying to beat it at first base? Did you notice something?
He must have. Really, nothing else that I can think of. I mean, he jogged out the home run. That's what you do in a homer. Nothing in the field that looked out of the ordinary.
Here's a swing and a dribbler foul toward the first base dugout. You jog a home run unless you're Tyson Gillies.
He was sprinting, and I don't know if jogging or walking is in his blood. I mean, that dude is just a spark plug. He's one of those guys that I think always has to be moving.
Holy cow. He's had a nice night. Home debut. 0-2. And a number off the end of the bat toward third. Wilson comes up. He's got it on the run. He throws and gets Gomez by a step at first base. Rivera goes to third base with 2 down. You can see Wilson, after getting rid of that ball, a little ginger as he broke down the steps to slow down. He's been battling a groin strain, but nice play there coming in on the cue ball.
Zach Wilson's an unsung hero on this team right now, and I say that because he's playing very banged up, and he'd be one of the first guys to get your average day off, your stereotypical day off, where you don't want him doing anything, just to rest the soreness that he's dealing with. But right now they can't, based on some of the other injuries the Revs are dealing with, and he, the most able to play, he's had to take one for the team and be out there every day at third base, no less, and he's done an excellent job.
Here's Matt Hibbert. Treese misses down and in. And Treese trying to make it 2 scoreless innings. Hibbert a strikeout and a hit by pitch tonight. Here's the 1-0, and that misses high. So you have this game note tracker sheet. Are you out of room on that, as though it's like a scorecard with no more extra innings?
Well, in terms of my RBI column, my box there, I write a little big to begin with, but Gillies is below the line.
Here's a fastball. That's a called strike. It is 2-1.
He was the 5th different Rev to get an RBI, so because I write a little bit too big for a night like this, he's got to go below the line. Can only make that column so big.
Pitch from Treese, swinging a tapper foul at the plate, up and off of Hibbert's leg. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There is a chance that we see the new bullpen acquisitions tonight as well. Devin Watts and James Pugliese signed earlier today.
Be a good night to get them in, just get them acclimated. No pressure at all in a 15-3 game.
Now Treese back on. We've gotten to the dusk time of the evening. The 2-2. And it just missed inside. That was close. Count goes full on Hibbert. Now, Treese had some early season struggles to work through, and oftentimes has been pitching in games the Revs have been trailing. Good to have him out there involved in what appears to be a win tonight. He steps off. He's been working his way into form since the difficult beginning this year. Has pitched better and better. He's ready. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. He marches off the mound. Froze him on the outside corner. And Zach Treese with 2 scoreless innings out of the Revs bullpen tonight. Leadoff double is stranded at third base. Stretch time here at the bank. It's the Revs 15 and the Road Warriors 3.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland and go online to FuscoProBaseball.com.
sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Bottom of the 7th, it's been just about all Revs tonight, 15-3 the lead. Road Warriors actually scored the first run of this game right off the jet. First inning homer, but Revs with 6 in the second. Tyler Clark a grand slam. Spooney went back-to-back with him. 4 more in the third. Clark a 3-run homer that inning. And speak of him, here he is. Revs then 5 in the 6th. And he had a measly walk in that rally.
I was really hoping to get the home run call there for number 3. Went into the archives in the media guide to check out the single game highs within that department.
First pitch to him from Gabe is down and away. Yeah, I heard you dug up Mr. Bladergrown.
Yeah, at first I was like, uh-oh. Trying to say that in, but I was like, no, I'll just, sound it out.
Here's the 1-0. Oh, hit him. Fastball in, and that got him in the hand. I thought ribs. It got him on the inside of the right arm as he did a few backward swim motions to shake it off, and still holding that wrist behind his back as he walks to first base.
Well, four times on base tonight, the OBP skyrocketing. The batting average was at 200 coming in, that's gone up. I mean, Tyler Clark he's having an all-star season. And, you look at the batting average. If that's the first thing you look at, you say, all right, well, no, he's not. But you have to look at everything else he's done for this team.
Here's Witherspoon at the top. First pitch misses down and away. The 7 RBI game, one off the record set by Justin Singleton. The other two that have had 7, Nate Espy and Chris Nowak. 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Fastball down. So that's some amazing company. Espy had 7 in the Revs' first ever win. May 9th of 07 in Camden. 17-6 was their first win. There's the 1-1. And it misses down and away. So his record set in the 5th game in Revs history didn't even last the entire season. Singleton had 8 in the home finale that year. And Clark is the first to do it since Nowak, who did it in 2012. Here's the 2-1. And a line drive base hit to right. Witherspoon blisters it the other way. Clark let it go by, now advances to second. Revs with their 16th hit. Witherspoon has 2 of them, and it's first and second with nobody out.
The top 6 guys in the lineup all have multiple hits, and then Clark. 8 of the 9 have a hit. Dent's the only one that doesn't. It's 7 guys with multi-hit games. Now we're getting slim on space in that column on my sheet.
Here's Tyson Gillies, who's 2 for 4, 2-run homer in the 6th here in his home debut. And Gabe ready. First pitch is a fastball at the knees for a strike. That Nowak 7 RBI game was August 14th, 2012 at Somerset, a 9-1 win. He hit 2 home runs in that game and drove in 7. Ryan Fearben struck out 10 that day on Stephen Penny's birthday. The 0-1 and a swing and a pop foul out of play over the third base side. 2 strikes on Gillies, former Mariners and Phillies prospect. member of the Canadian national team. "29 years old. His birthday is the day after mine, on Halloween." Pitch is slapped on the ground at third. Right there, though, Pierre runs to third, throws on the run, across to first, just in time to get Gillies speeding to first base. A 5-3 double play. Sharply hit, but right at third. Witherspoon goes to second with 2 outs in the inning.
A game like this, 15-3, you wouldn't expect it to have this many double plays, but there's been 4 turned in the game. It's the only way Road Warriors are getting outs tonight.
That'll bring up Wellington Dotel, who's 2 for 4 with a run scored. Almost nightfall setting in here. 15-3 York. First pitch is down low. Now, Gillies, the single was pulled a little bit right center. The home run was right center. That double play, but he did hit it sharply the other way. So his 4th game played with the team. More and more swings, the better his timing will get. There's the stretch from Gabe. 1-0, and that's way outside. Wenrick had to reach for that. Now the stretch from the righty. The 2-0. That's in tight. Dotel starts to turn and had to protect the arms at the last instant.
Threw his hands straight up in the air there.
On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster at home trails Somerset 5-3 in the 6th. Here's the 3-0, and taking all the way, it's a strike. Sugarland also flew out today. They went all the way to Long Island. They trail 5-0 to the Ducks in the 8th. New Britain and Southern Maryland will start their series tomorrow. There's the 3-1, and a foul tip back to the netting. Dotel right on it. That fastball at 91. Full count as Gabe looks to work a scoreless 7th. Revs have only scored in 3 of the first 7 innings, but 3 innings of 4 runs or more. There's the stretch, the 3-2, and it just missed. Down and away. Gabe rolls his eyes. He was hoping to get it. And Dotel will head to first base, a walk. 3 base runners in the inning. And right now, 2 men on base with 2 outs for Melky Mesa. Hit batter, single, and a walk this inning. Dotel is on for the 3rd straight time. And here's Mesa, who's 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. First pitch, he swings, pops it up toward the Revs dugout. Valentin is over. And he's got plenty of room just onto the track, makes the grab. That will end the inning. Revs do not score in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. We'll go to the 8th tonight. They are on top by a giant margin, 15-3.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th, 15-3. The Revs lead it. Junior Rincon into the game. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Now the Revs, who yesterday fell a game below 500, 22-23. First time since they were 10-11 after a loss back on May 23rd. They are 6 outs away from going to 23-23, and it's been a first half that's seen them alternate wins and losses or alternate 3 in a rows. There's the first pitch from Rincon. It is to Osvaldo Martinez, and it backs him off inside. Top of the order for the Road Warriors. The Revs haven't yet gone on a stretch of like 6 out of 7. There's the 1-0, and it's a fastball for a strike. Now this homestand, a big one as they try to rack some wins together like that. They're only at 500 at home. And off to a wonderful start tonight. 1-1. And a swing and a bouncer against the plate. Rincon comes in, lets it bounce, picks it up on the second hop, and throws over to first. 1 away. Top straight down off the plate. And 1 hop out off the grass. Rincon grabbing it there. Martinez now 0 for 3 with a sac fly on the night. That'll bring up Isaac Wenrick. You came in at catcher in the spot vacated by Melvin Rodriguez in the 4th. Rodriguez, the starting second baseman. Rivera had to go from catcher to there. Wenrick, a pop up to third his first time up. Fouled out. First pitch is a fastball. It's a called strike. He was also with Lancaster earlier in the year. He's had a chance to play a lot more here. There's the 0-1, and he swings and fouls it against the screen. He has struggled at the plate. Right now, 114. But he's a guy, I had a chance to talk with him briefly last time they were here. He is just thrilled to be putting the uniform on. He had a heart attack while giving a lesson, and the young man called 911 and helped save him. Pitch is a breaking ball in near the front arm, 1-2. And when he played in the Frontier League, one night he was catching first pitches, and they said, "Hang on, Isaac, we have one more special first pitch." They surprised him. The young fellow who helped save his life was there. He had no idea. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Rincon gets him upstairs. Fastball at 93. Foul tipped into the mid. 2 down here in the 8th.
Good start to the night for Junior Rincon, a guy who struggled a little bit in that Southern Maryland series. Now he ended up getting a blown save the one game where he inherited the runner, so they weren't his runners that scored, but still that was a tough outing for him.
Well, now Gustavo Pierre, and Rincon fires just outside. That one at 94. He's feeling good. He's loose tonight.
Yeah, he is. I mean, it's easier to get loose down in the bullpen when it's this hot and humid. You're just sweating sitting there in your chair down in the pen.
Or in the booth.
Yeah, yep.
It was the 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Fastball at 95. He's getting looser.
Well, don't think that we don't sweat up here for anyone listening. But this is, I mean, I think I could go out there and throw 70. I'm loose in the booth. I want to go hit.
70, huh?
I could put one off the arch nemesis. So I don't throw hard to begin with, so.
Oh, Rincon sails that one all the way to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, I'm in the low 60s to begin with, so I think I could maybe get it to 70. Not really, but it's more so the analogy that it's really hot and Rincon's firing bullets out there.
I'm still doing maintenance, trying to recover from BP a week and a half ago.
You're still not all right? Did you see Chong at all?
Should have. Might have been better by now.
He's got his hands full.
Here's the 2-1. Nah, fastball upstairs. Yeah, I'd have to take a number. I don't want to wait in line for that or get in the way of those who need it. Quite the performance for a team that's as banged up as they are.
Yeah. A little home cooking.
Well, Rincon, the 3-1. And that missed high. Pierre does not go up the ladder. 2-out walk. Now the biggest night tonight, obviously, coming from Tyler Clark. A career night, a night that will go down in Revs history. And this is the 4th game that he has caught in the last 3 days. Well, let's see. Saturday night started at 5. Right now we're at 9. So 52 hours. Here's Fernandez, who yanks a ground foul at first. 52 hours. He caught 24 innings at Southern Maryland. He'll catch 9 tonight. 33 innings caught in just over 2 days. And producing like that. Pitch is in the hands, an excuse me swing and a foul against the net. 0-2. Fernandez 0 for 3 on the night. Now Rincon looking for a scoreless 8th. 15-3 York. Cruz plays way behind the runner at first. Pitch is a curveball, swing and a miss. Snapping straight down, and Rincon with the whiff. His second strikeout of the inning. It's a scoreless top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. Bottom of the 8th. It's the Revs 15 and the Road Warriors 3.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the 8th, last chance for the Revs to pad the totals tonight offensively. They lead at 15-3. On a night where they've hit 4 home runs, 3 innings of 4 runs or more, and the shortstop will pitch. Osvaldo Martinez tosses one up there. It's a strike on Jose Cuevas. I have no idea who else moved. It looks like Pierre's going from third to short.
Well, we got a new third baseman in.
There's a ball in the dirt. 1-1 on Cuevas.
It's got to be Jose Ruiz over at third, because the only other bench player is Isaac Wenrick, is Anthony Ray, and he's an outfielder, and that's not him.
Pitch is grounded sharply towards short. Pierre cuts it off, spins and fires and gets Cuevas, who will now be 3 for 5 on the night, but he did hit it sharply. I zoned out, Michael. What did you say?
So the Road Warriors came in with 3 bench players. Wenrick is now in the game. The only other one would be Ruiz and Ray, and it's not Anthony Ray at third base. He's an outfielder.
You know what? I just saw him turn around. It's Edwin Gomez, who was DH.
Okay. So it's not Ruiz. Well, that was close.
Same team. Here's Zach Wilson. First pitch, he floats it up there, and Wilson lets it hit him. He lobbed it at 40 miles an hour, and Wilson just stood there and let it tickle his front leg, and that'll help the on-base percentage. He's driven in 3 tonight. He's now been on base 3 times tonight.
This is fun. I mean, it's a blowout, but it's nice to see the Revs put up a ton of runs tonight. It's always fun to see a position player pitch. First time that's happened against the Revs this year.
Here's Luis Cruz. First pitch, fastball, down and away. Osvaldo brings it at 86. Now we've seen his arm from short. Cruz 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0. And he floats it up there. 53-mile-an-hour breaking ball in the dirt. He doesn't quite have the same confidence in that pitch, it doesn't look like. Cruz 1 for 3, a double, 2 ribbies, 2 runs. The 2-0 swings and loops it to right field, dropping and down for a base hit. And the Revs with their 17th knock. Cruz with his second, Wilson up to second base. And it's first and second for Ryan Dent, who's trying to get into the hit parade tonight.
Well, make that 8 Revs with a multi-hit game. So everybody has a multi-hit game except Dent, who doesn't have any hits.
And
Wouldn't that be something?
Michael's game tracker sheet has just combusted. First pitch to Dent, it's down and away. Well, he has walked twice and scored twice.
Have you ever called a game when everybody had a multi-hit game?
Ooh, there's a fastball for a strike, 1-1. I don't know.
No, that can't happen here unless Dent hits twice in this inning.
There's the 1-1. And that misses outside. The Revs had a 28-hit performance in Lancaster in 2010, so if it happened, that would be my guess. 1-1. Swinging a line drive, base hit, left field. Toward the line goes Silverio. He'll backhand it, but Wilson will come around third and score. Ryan Dent drives him in, 16-3. RBI single for Dent, who pounded that ball into left. And if you're wondering about taking extra bases with a big lead, if the hitter has a chance to pick up an RBI, you do it. Wilson not running all that well, but able to get around third and give Dent that run batted in, which he earned. Here's Tyler Clark, who looks at one low and away. How much more damage can Clark do tonight? He's now facing a shortstop. Pitch is outside, 2-0.
You got to be swinging for the fences right here, right? Either that or try not to do something that's going to screw up your swing and just take it casually.
And he watches this one on the outer half, 2-1.
Well, he's locked in.
Pitch to him. Swinging a fly ball left field shallow. Pierre out from short. He will actually be the one to grab it. Backing out. And Clark retired for the first time all night. 2 down here in the 8th. What a night, though, for him. Historic stuff. He'll go down as one of the greatest offensive performances in Revs history. And one that he'll never forget. Here's Witherspoon at the top. 2 for 5 with a homer. First pitch cuts down and away. And yes, Martinez just threw a cutter. Now he's ready with the dreads flowing. The 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Another cutter. If Burgess is able to, well, he said he could have played today. If he's in at first tomorrow, do you think Clark has earned the night off tomorrow?
I think so.
Here's a ball in the dirt, blocked by Wenrick.
He might not want the day off.
He may not want it.
Maybe he'll ask to DH. That could happen. He has really turned his season around at the plate. It's been awesome to watch, and you see how hard he's working.
Pitch to Spoon. He lines it right center field. That's in the gap. And around third to score is Cruz. Dent is at third. He will be held there. Hibbert chases it all the way to the wall padding in right center. All the way to the fence. It's an RBI double for Witherspoon, his third hit of the night. Drives in his second run, and it's 17-3.
Triple shy of the cycle for Spoon now.
When Wilson scored on Dent's single, every Revs batter has scored now tonight. And now Tyson Gillies with second and third. That was the 18th hit. Gillies tonight 2 for 5 with a 2-run homer. First pitch is down low. This is the Revs' most runs in a game since 2012. Here's a swing and a bouncer foul down to the first base coach's box. Burgess is there. 2012, they had games of 17, 20, and a team record 22. Here's the 1-1. And that misses low. This officially ties the 8th highest run total in a game in team history. And again, the most since 2012, August 31st of that year, team record 22. Here's a ball pounded foul down off Gillies' foot. It rolls all the way toward third. 2-2. Now the media guide has smoke coming off of it.
You know, this will go in the book as a comeback win.
Yeah.
That's often how these things go. You remember that 30-3 Rangers-Orioles game a few years back?
Yeah.
Orioles were up 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
Wow.
After the first, and then the Rangers pounded it out.
2-2. That misses high. Did the Orioles think they had an easy win when it was 3-0?
I don't know, but I remember watching the game, some of it. I'm pretty sure it was the Rangers winning that game 33.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Here's the 3-2. And it missed outside. Gillies is on base, and he will sprint to first with the walk. And that'll load him for Wellington Dotel. It's only their 5th walk tonight. They have 19 hits offensively.
It ties a team high for this season in a game with 5 walks. Happened on May 1st against the Road Warriors.
First one to Dotel is down and away. It's their most hits in a game since June of last year. Had a couple of 19-hit games. It's a ball down and outside, 2-0. Well, Martinez does work quick. That's one thing about him. Here's a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. Revs had 18 hits this year, May 8th at Southern Maryland, a 12-2 win, their previous season high for runs scored and hits. Now the 2-1 and a swing and a pop foul out of play to the right. Martinez really slowed it down that time. He must have heard me. Now ready, the 2-2. And a swing and a drive the other way. Right center, deep in the gap. They're not catching that. It one hops up and over the wall, rolls up the lawn, all the way into the bushes at the top of the Appel lawn in right center. And it is 19-3. Wellington Dotel, a 2-run double deep in right center. Ground rule. 2 more runs score, and it's the 4th inning of 4 runs or more tonight. A 4-run 8th as Dent and Witherspoon come across. Dotel, his first 2 RBIs of the night. It's his 3rd hit. Here's Mesa, and he swings and pops it up. And at first base, it's Valentin under it waiting, and he will make the grab over his left shoulder. That ends the inning, but 4 more runs cross the plate on 4 more hits. 2 men left, and the Revs lead it 19-3 as we head to the 9th.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Revs up 19-3 as we go to the 9th inning. Rincon will stay in for his 2nd inning. Geraldo Valentin leads things off. And the first pitch of the frame, it's a fastball for a strike. So now we update it. 19 runs, still the most since 2012, but tied for the 5th most in a game in Revs history. The 0-1 and a swing and a pop foul out of play to the first base side, as that'll land just short of the upper deck. The 20 hits ties the 8th most in a game in team history. 15th time they've had 20 hits or more. There's the 0-2. Curveball slapped on the ground, up the middle, a base hit toward left center. Hit over toward short, but hit too sharply for Dent to make a play toward it. A leadoff single here in the 9th. It's their most hits. So we said most runs in a game since 2012, most hits in a game since the following year, 2013. And they had 20 in a 12-inning win against Long Island. It's their most in a 9-inning game since 2012. And here is Chris Rivera. He swings and skies the first one, left center field. Witherspoon drifts over, had him played the other way, but he'll head over and make the grab in the opposite gap. One down here in the top of the 9th. August 25th, 2012, last time they had... Nope, I'm sorry. 6 days later, August 31st, 2012, last time they had at least 20 hits in a game. Here's Silverio. He swings, he pops it up. Right side of the infield. Cruz will give way to the second baseman, Cuevas. He handles it. And that's out number 2 here in the top of the 9th. They're swinging early. It's been a long day for the Road Warriors. Longer than we could imagine. We've all done the travel, but to be on the short end of a 19-3 score.
Yeah, it stings. It really does. To have to fly from Texas here today and then go play a ball game, not easy.
Here's Edwin Gomez, lays off high and away.
Now, you talked about earlier how, everybody has to do it at some point, but this is a team that is on the road all season, so it's a lot harder for them to have to deal with this schedule.
1-0, and he swings, drives it deep, straightaway center. Witherspoon heads back, and he runs it down right in front of the batter's eye. On the warning track in deep, dead, straightaway center, and that'll do it. As the Revs put a whooping on the Road Warriors in their return home, and they start off this 7-game homestand with an emphatic bang. 19-3, the final score here tonight. Their biggest offensive performance since 2012. 4 home runs power the attack, led by Mr. Clark, who caught his 4th consecutive game tonight out of necessity. And he is your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game. 2 for 3, 2 home runs, on base 4 times, drove in 7, scored 3 out of the 9 spot in the order. Grand slam in the 2nd, 3-run homer in the 3rd. More than enough for Logan Williamson, who returns to PeoplesBank Park, wins his first home start since last season. 22nd win of his Revs career. And the Revs start off this homestand in incredible and, quite frankly, historic fashion here tonight with some of the numbers they put up. A 19-3 final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.